Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, some of the affiliated parties in Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party called for a press conference to air out some of the issues that is disturbing their mind in this coalition. And these leaders are very clear. There are about 3 issues that they are raising out, and I have shared this video on this channel. So for those who got time to watch it, you will understand some of the issues they are talking about. And if you have not watched, please take time to go through that video, because I will not play it here, but we are just going to mention some of these issues. So there are about 3 issues they have mentioned in their press conference. Number 1 is the issue of the coalition leadership. Number 2, they talked about the issue of running mate. And number 3, they have mentioned the issue of zoning. So these leaders are giving Raila Odinga, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and KALONZO Musyoka an ultimatum of 48 hours to call for a meeting with them so that they can air out some of these issues. So we have DAP Party, Muungano Party, Chap Party, NAK Kenya Party, NAK Party, and those other affiliated parties. There are about 24 or 25. But not all of them are complaining. So on this panel today, I want us to use this opportunity to check on these 3 key issues that these leaders have much concern about. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, number 1 is the issue of coalition party leadership. We all remember yesterday, Raphael Tuju was appointed as the executive director of Azimio Secretariat. Meaning he's going to manage every activity within this coalition party. And when Raphael Tuju was being appointed, seemingly what these people are saying is that they were not involved in that appointment. It means this was a negotiation between President Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, and Stephen KALONZO Musyoka. For them, they are only just seeing this one in mainstream media and social media, that so-and-so has been appointed. And beside this, remember, we had Azimio la Umoja coalition. Then Stephen KALONZO Musyoka insisted that they have to change the name to Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Party. So Stephen KALONZO Musyoka pushed to the end until President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga agreed to this. So what these leaders are telling us is that they were not involved in that formation, because KALONZO was talking about 3-legged stool, and the KALONZO in his mind, he was simply talking about ODM, Jubilee, and Wiper. For him, he was not for this other small political party. That's why he was insisting to be recognized. But this other team, they are talking about now, because they have been a 3-legged stool, now they're talking about a 4-legged table. So meaning, they want to be recognized, in as much KALONZO has tried every means possible to push them aside. Because remember, if President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga could have KALONZO on their side from the word go, then they could have not wasted their time to go and negotiate with these other small political parties. It could have been willing person to come and join the coalition, and not being coerced so that you can join this coalition. So these leaders are feeling being sidelined And for them to come into this press conference, then there's something they're telling us, that there's no proper communication in this coalition, because if there was a means for these leaders to communicate, then they could have called each other and have a meeting silently without some of us knowing what is going on, or we could have to dig more deeper to know what aspired in the meeting. But because they are coming in public, calling for a press conference and giving an ultimatum, it means there is either disagreement or there's no communication flowing through these people. Maybe there is someone who is cutting the communication, or there is disagreement in Azimio la Umoja coalition party. That is what they are communicating. Number two is the whole issue about zoning. There was a time ODM came out saying that they have negotiated with the DAP party to go for a zoning within Western region. So ODM was taking Vihiga, Kakamega, Busia. Then they were telling DAP, please concentrate in Bungoma and Trans Nzoia, period. The DAP party leader, Wafula Wamunyinya, party leader, came out openly to deny that they had agreed with Raila Odinga on any issue to do with zoning. He refused. Now these leaders are coming here because they know Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Remember, we have 3 political parties from Ukambani region: Muungano Party, Chap Chap, Charity NGILU. And remember, these leaders also had a meeting yesterday. Charity NGILU was part of that meeting. It was KIVUTHA, Charity NGILU, and Alfred MUTUA. So there are issues they talked about. In as much NGILU hajakuwa kwa hii. But there is serious problem these small political parties are going to face. Because now, seemingly it's like ODM, Jubilee, and Wiper have negotiated to leave Ukambani for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka with his Wiper party. That is zoning. So they will do zoning. Then when it will come to Nairobi, there are areas that they are going to produce. They will also have a coordination of zoning, but negotiated one. Such that if Wiper is strong, wanapewa nafasi. When there is a Wiper MP, then ODM will not sponsor a candidate. And for example, maybe for a gubernatorial seat, they will agree which side to produce a governor and which side to produce a running mate in that line. So meaning these other small parties are left out. So Muungano party feel that they need to get positions in Ukambani and any other area. But because they are doing zoning and leaving the area to Kalonzo Musyoka, then they feel they are under threat. Same thing to Maendeleo Chap Chap and the NAK party, here Charity NGILU. That is what these leaders want to air out. So it means there was no agreement with these other small parties on the issue of zoning. And I'm imagining, how can you manage to do zoning with 21, 24 political parties? At least 3 is possible. So Uhuru, Raila, and Kalonzo, they are only focusing on these main 3 parties because they know this party is carrying weight. Kalonzo alikuwa na wabunge 19. You can't ignore him. He was just less by 2 MPs for his party to become a parliamentary party. So he was almost there. And number 3 is the issue of the running mate. Remember, there have been rumors on social media that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is going to be the running mate to Raila Odinga in this election. Tumeona Mutula Kilonzo Jr. has talked about that. Kalonzo Musyoka seemingly, when the journalists are asking him questions, the body language suggests that definitely he might be the running mate Raila Odinga. And the Kalonzo, one day he said that he has negotiated properly, at least this time round, in Azimio coalition party. He said it. So meaning, already there is a possibility that Kalonzo has secured a position as a running mate to Raila Odinga. Though we are still running our pool here on the best running mate to tag with Raila Odinga, and I'm seeing so many people are preferring Martha Karua to be a running mate to Raila Odinga. Kalonzo Musyoka akona 30, Martha Karua 40 there. PK with 20%. So, I don't know, but there is a possibility that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will be a running mate to Raila Odinga. Some of these leaders, especially those from Ukambani region, might not be happy with this position. Because once Kalonzo become a running mate, then he's going to swallow them. They will have no space. That's the truth. Because now Ukambani is going to listen directly to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Not KIVUTHA Kibwana, not Chap Chap, huyu kiongozi wa Chap Chap. They will not listen to them. Because they are sure this is the team that is going to form the government. And the Kalonzo will be the second in command. So that is placing a threat for them. That's why they are coming out to talk. Then these other leaders, kama watu wa DAP and those other affiliated parties, they are feeling that they have not been involved in selecting the running mate. So in simple terms, these leaders are saying that ODM, Jubilee, and Wiper are bulldozing them. And seemingly, if I look on how things are playing, I don't think if they are going to change either the leadership or even the position to give Kalonzo Musyoka a running mate. Because this is maybe something they negotiated with President Uhuru Kenyatta before he accepted to join this side. And remember, this team, they have about 2 more days because coalition formation will be closing. Is it on 9th? So they still have time. That's what they're telling President Uhuru Kenyatta, 48 hours, 2 days. And Raila Odinga to make an informed decision to call a meeting with them. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.